Good morning, Peace Nation. Welcome, fam. Thank you for joining me today. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for returning. Really appreciate you. Anybody that's new to the channel, please hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the channel. We will more be happy to have you here with us at the Peace Nation. Okay, I wanted to do this video. I'm feeling some type of way about it, but I think it's important. I think that a lot of people are going through what I'm going through, so I really wanted to come on here and say it's okay. I want you to read my shirt. It says, "Nope, not today." The reason I have on this shirt is because those of you who know, my mom had hip surgery. She's doing better. She actually lives in an assisted living program. Oh, look at this neck. Like, oh my God, my 60s is killing me. Okay, anyway, stop being vague, Karen. This is really serious. I'm trying to move to South Carolina, which means I'm going to have to pack up this apartment. I live in New Jersey. I'm going to have to pack up this apartment, find a home in South Carolina because I really want to be able to contain a garden, have a little orchard, not a lot of trees, but a little orchard, different fruits. I want to be able to eat off the land. I want to be able to grow my own things so that I know that what I'm having is good, is no chemicals in it. Because, be honest, our country, the greatest country in the world, has the highest rate of cancer than any other country. I wonder why that is. Is it all the additives and the preservatives that we allow into our food? Yes, that is part of the problem. We need to get back to the way God designed things to be, but that's not what the video is about today. So, I wanted to take my mom back to South Carolina. Backstory: my mother used to live in South Carolina. At some point, she lived with me. I tried my best for over 2 years to take care of her. Okay. According to the doctors, I was doing great. Like, they was lowering her medications. They said she just needed to exercise more, take better care of, herself as far as strengthening herself. Doctor told her that. Couldn't get her to walk anymore. Couldn't get her to do anything. Uh, I would give her a bath every other night, and she would wash up, the days in between at the sink. She would never try to help me. Every time I tried to get her out the bathtub, she would literally let her weight go dead. I don't understand why she did that other than selfishness. Okay? So, a couple things about me. I have a mental diagnosis. I am diagnosed as bipolar, manic, borderline personality disorder. And the psychiatrist in New York at Bellevue Hospital said he could count several personality changes that I go through. He explained why, what they serve. It's basically to protect me from the world because of some things that happened to me as a child. Well, I've been in Jersey for, it's going on 7 years almost. Yeah, this is going to be the 7th year I'm here. Part of the reason I came to Jersey is because I had a bad gambling habit. And I was so sick and tired of living like that, going through the mental anguish of what that did to me, suicidal episodes, everything. Like, yeah, I would go through bouts of trying to commit suicide because I was so stressed and hating myself for gambling. I got to the point where I said, God, I'm tired. I'm really tired. I can't do this anymore. And the Spirit said to me, go. Didn't tell me where to go, just basically go, leave where I was. So what made me come back to Jersey, even though I don't like the cold, is because my mother left the nursing home in South Carolina and came up here with my brother. Okay, I won't get too much into my brother's issues because that's his personal business, but it wasn't going to be a good situation. I knew that. She was determined. She wanted to come up here, interfere with the relationship between him and his wife of almost 30 years because she didn't like the woman, and oh, she's going to help get my brother away from her. No, that did not happen. Anyway, after my mother being here a year and me being sick and tired and asking God to really heal me from this situation, I chose Jersey because I knew that my mother being in Jersey with my brother, I'm sorry about hitting the camera, was not going to be good for her. Anyway, I wasn't here even 4 months, and they put my mother into a nursing home. That's how I ended up in this apartment. This is actually the building that my brother and them lived in. I looked all over. This was the first thing that came up, and I just wanted my own space because I'm really an introvert. I really am, and I like to have things a certain way. So I took this place immediately. Fast forward. Oh, I didn't tell you the great thing. When I tell you that when God said go and I left, like that, God took the taste for gambling from me. When I tell you God is good, when God knows that you're ready, because he does not break his own laws, and one of his laws is that we have the right to do what we want to do. He gave us free will, and God will never take that from us. But when we turn to him and show him that we need him and we recognize him and we really mean it, God will do a thing for you. Understand this. I used to live in New York. I was born and raised in New York. I've lived in back and forth between South Carolina, New York, New Jersey, Louisiana for years. Atlantic City was one of my worst places. When I tell you I have not been to Atlantic City, I don't want to go. I don't have no desire for it because that's how awesome God really is. Well, now I'm ready to go back home. Even though I was born and raised in New York, I consider South Carolina home. I am so at peace in South Carolina in other ways. And that's the place I want to be, where I want to eventually get a little homestead and, live off the land and live the way God intended for us to live for the most part. So, problem, my mother is here. And I'm feeling like I don't want to leave my mother here. I really want her to be closer to her family because there's nobody here in Jersey except my one brother. Like I said, I won't get into what's going on with him, but he has not had contact with my mother in 3 years. That tells you a lot right there. He won't call her. She can't call him. I can't call him. People have tried to take me to see him, and he's not allowing me to see him in the condition that he's in, even though since I was 16 years old, I've seen my brother in and out of this condition. So I love him. I want him to be okay. I just don't want him to die in the condition that he's in. Well, back to Celestine. Oh, sorry, Mom. Yes, that's her name. Back to Mom. I wanted to take her to South Carolina with me. I have an aunt in one ear and a little sister cousin saying, that's not going to be good. You know what happened the last time. I didn't go into great details what happened the last time me and my mom was together. But bottom line, her doctor took her out of my care. I didn't put her in a nursing home. Her doctor said, I'm not going to allow you to kill your daughter. That's how bad it got. So I don't want to leave her in Jersey by herself. My mother is a person who's never satisfied with where she goes. Every time she moves somewhere else, 3, 4, 5, 6 months into it, oh, nothing is right. She wants everything her way. She wants everybody to take care of her. She doesn't want to do anything for herself. She doesn't want to learn to do anything for herself. Yes, she's blind, but my mother has refused help from the blind several times to learn to navigate just her space. That's how much she wants to be taken care of. So I got some goals for my life, some things I want to do. And I'm feeling like if I take my mom to South Carolina with me, to live in the house with me, that I'm bringing the enemy with me. Understand, your family can be your enemy. When you're dealing with people who don't care anything about you, what you need, your health, they can become your worst enemy. Oh, my glasses are crooked. God has freed me. And that's what the Spirit keeps saying to me. See, the little girl in me wants a relationship with my mother I've never had, that I'm probably never going to have. But she's screaming out, give her another chance, give her another chance. I cannot begin to tell you how many chances I've given my mother. My mother has never apologized to me for anything she's ever done to me. Matter of fact, she will act like she's never done anything to me. Like my feelings, my experience is not valid. Well, we having conversations back and forth. I told her what I was thinking about doing, about how I really would love for her to go back to South Carolina. She doesn't want to go to our home. She wants to come with me. And I was trying to figure out how I can make that work. And you know what the Spirit keeps saying to me? You can't. I have freed you. And who I freed is free indeed. But if you take this back on, understand it's only going to be worse than what it was before. Nothing has changed on her part. She lives her life unapologetic. She does not care about what the next person needs, wants, or desires. She does not. My mother is solely about my mother. She's been like this all my life. That's why family members had to raise us for the most part, because my mother never really cared. Now she feels like, because she's old, the very children she did not take care of are supposed to take care of her. And we're supposed to do it and smile and do whatever she says the way she wants it. Well, part of what she wants is to be able to eat whatever she wants, anytime she wants, have an attitude when you don't give it to her because you know it's better for her, and tell you things like, you're not my mom, I'm the mom. And then see, I have to close my mouth because I want to say things like, well, you never was the mom. Like, what are you talking about? So anyway, I'm struggling and I'm asking for other people's thoughts and opinions. I know that I should be listening to the Spirit. That's why God gives us that portion of Him. I just need help with being able to come to grips with the fact that this is not going to be good, that this is not good for me. Like, I've had 4 psychiatrists tell me that my mother is my biggest trigger. Every time I was trying to commit suicide, just different things, I've had psychiatrists tell me to leave her alone. Seriously. I've had 4 different psychiatrists tell me that the last thing I need is contact with my mother. Even though the little girl in me is screaming, I want a mom like everybody else had. Now, don't get it wrong. I had aunts that was awesome. But we know that there is nothing like your own mother. And I'm just sad. I'm sad because I don't know how to tell her. Like, I don't want to break her heart, but I need to be able to tell her that this is not going to be good for me. I need to be able to say, nope, not today, Satan. Not calling her Satan, but the way she's being used against me, I feel like it's the devil. My mother, when she came up here with my brother, she wouldn't call me. She wouldn't talk to me on the phone because she was with my brother. And so she had no need for me. And anytime she's in a position where she has other people doing for her, she has no need for me. Well, now that I'm moving and I'm progressing and I'm expanding and growing spiritually, is physically, mentally, emotionally, I feel like she's trying to sabotage me. And the reason I can say that is because my mother has literally moved in with both my brothers, one in New York, and told her sister before she went there she was going to break his relationship up. That's what she was going for. And then when my mother came here to Jersey with my other brother, it was her goal to break him and his wife up. But that didn't work for her. You know what my brother did? He sent her to a nursing home. You're not going to argue and fight with my wife every day and try to get me to be against my wife. You're going to a nursing home. So see, that's the kind of person she is. She'll come in and the world sees her as this nice little sweet lady. And then they get to know her and people walk away. because they see how self-destructive that she is and how chaotic she is to their life, and that she really doesn't care about them. She only cares about what she can get from them. And I'm just sorry, but not sorry. I'm not doing it. I'm listening to the spirit, and I'm going to move forward with my life, and I'm going to do what I've got to do for me to be healthy and to be sane. And anyone who feels that this is wrong, I'm sorry you feel this is wrong. I know some of you have great experiences with your parents. I didn't have that. Not only did I not have that, I've had things purposely done to me. And I feel like every time she does things now, I feel like that little girl all over again. You're purposely doing things to sabotage me, to hurt me. And I just can't do it anymore. And I'm sorry if y'all don't understand, but this is my truth. And I'm going to move forward. This is the way I have to have peace in my life. People, listen, you can't choose your family, but you can choose your friends. And I choose not to allow my family to tear me down. My aunts don't care about me. Like I said, only one. Only one of my aunts care about my sanity. And she's screaming, no, 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 don't do this. I know my sister, don't do this. I know what you went through before. Don't do this. It's only going to be worse. You know why I believe that? Have you ever had a habit that you stopped and you picked it up again and it was harder to stop? I feel my mom is a bad habit. I actually told somebody one time that I feel like in a relationship with my mother, like I'm in a relationship with a bad relationship with a man. You know how he'll gaslight you and do things and then trying to make you feel like he did nothing wrong and it was you? I feel like that's what I'm in. I'm in a bad relationship. And the sad thing is anytime I was in a bad relationship with a man, ask them. They only had one chance. Like literally one chance. And I walk away. But this is so hard because she's my mother. But I know I need to walk away from this toxic relationship. And I'm sorry if some of you don't understand this because of the experiences that you've had with yours and all that. You only get one. Well, understand this. One brought me here. 3 raised me. Those 3 are gone. They were very good to me. They made sure I was okay, kept me away from danger. The only danger I've ever been in my life was every time my mom came and picked us up to show us for the state that she had our children. Then she would abuse me. She would set me up for certain dangers on purpose. So that one mother thing, God is my mother. I love y'all. Y'all have a great day, Peace Nation, and do what is best for you. Don't let anybody talk you out of being who you need to be for you and taking care of your sanity. Love y'all. Please don't forget to like this video. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe, and I love all of you. Peace out.